if I look back, if I look back at Microsoft, this was my first IT job, right?
Yep.
So I was leading the SMS and P business, which is a small and mid-market partners and group back then. So it was a country role, and I reported to the country GM at that time. Then after which I joined Dell as a country director, right? And then I was asked to join HP. So in every company, I would say I learned something, different parts of the business, trying the best of each business and how they became successful. When I was in HP, I actually entered as a country MD for the personal systems group, the PC, the notebooks and stuff.
Yes.
But I left as a APJ person leading the enterprise business. So for that role, I actually moved to Singapore. Okay.
Right.
So the other country roles I was based in Indonesia, but the regional roles I was based in Singapore.
Singapore.
Right.
Yes.
And then after that, from HP, I went to SAP as a country MD. So I went back to country. In every part of the journey, and to be frank, as a working mom, right, I think the challenges are different from as a working dad.
Yep.
Because as a female, we have to balance what we want to do personally in our career and also to look after the family. Maybe for males, you think about one part. Okay,
You can say it. We are not as conscientious as women are. The sense of responsibility that women have, there's absolutely no comparison in the two.
Yes.
So I totally get that.
So for a working mom, even though we can do very well at work, but we're not doing our job in the family, we are still not a great woman, if you know what I mean. So we have to balance that.
Yep.
So at that time, when I was doing the regional job, my kids were still young.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I do this, I fly around, but what happens to my children? And I have to take care of that. So there was this guilt, to be frank, that I always felt. Am I not doing enough and stuff like that? So I spent a lot of quality time with them. So even though that we have, I work very hard, I was very fortunate to have a very supportive husband. Okay. And that's very important.
Yep.
And the second one is very important is my domestic help.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes people ignore that. But for me, my domestic help became part of my family. So like for one, like she has been with us for 21 years, for example.